Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Facebook. Hello, everyone. How are you today? It's good to see you live again. And time that you see me live or you see this video in a replay, my name is Natalia. I am an inner mastery and consciousness mentor. And today I felt to come live today to share with you something quite important, and I know this will be relevant for so many heart-centered, conscious, and visionary leaders who are called into the greater expansion of consciousness. And I keep having these conversations with various people and with some of my clients, and that is the inner work. It's about the inner work, and not just the inner work, but the inner work that keeps them tied into fixing things, into improving things, into becoming. And I know that you have a great longing in you for expansion. And that is this longing that is driving you for improvement. Unfortunately, what you do not realize is that the improvement, the inner work to improve yourself, to become someone, to fix yourself, this inner work is happening in time, in the dimension of time. And that means that it's gonna keep you tied up, it's gonna keep you in the loop of becoming and improving. And there is never gonna be an end for this work, because see that in the dimension of time, the mechanism of your mind is as such that it is always looking at the past or in the future. It's always oscillating, past, future, past, future. I'm gonna become better tomorrow. I'm gonna fix this and become better in a week. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna reach this. I'm gonna achieve that. And, and all that you are doing is missing what you already are now. And this is very important that you realize that, because you are perpetually dissatisfied with what you are now, in the hope that you are going to become someone else tomorrow. And this is the illusion that your mind creates that keeps you in a never-ending loop of becoming, of improving, of fixing. And you can feel like you are almost suffocated by this loop, because the moment you improve something, there is more. The moment you heal something, there is more. There is no end. And I don't disregard the part of the work that is done for improvement. I don't disregard that. It is helpful to some degree, and for some people who do not have aspiration for growth in consciousness, it can be helpful. But you have to realize that if you whatever you are healing, whatever you are improving, for example, you have emotions, you have past pain, past trauma that you did not work with, and you want to heal that, and that's fine. Or you want to go to therapy, and that's absolutely fine. But all that it does, the healings, the therapy, the changing of beliefs and changing of identity, all that it does, it treats the past in you. It treats the time in you. So, by treating the time in you, yes, you can become lighter, you can become more clear in yourself, but you are never going to be fulfilled. And you are never gonna feel whole and experience the greater expansion of consciousness that you are longing for. And this applies to those who are called for that greater expansion of consciousness, because there are more and more people who are called, and that there is an inner longing, and you can't mistake that for anything else. That longing for inner expansion, that longing for that state of wholeness and completeness and fulfillment inside yourself. There is no mistake about that. And you know who you are when you hear that, because that will resonate deep within you. So for you, I want to let you know that you need to get out of the loop of self-improvement, of fixing, of healing. There is a place and time for this work, and it serves a purpose, but for you specifically, you have outgrown that. You need to exit this loop. And how do you do that? You will do that by shifting your state of consciousness from the dimension of time into the timeless reality that you are. And that reality is already in you. And that reality is the essence that you are, your natural, original state that is within you, within everyone. And the essence that you are is already fulfilled. The essence that you are is already complete. The essence that you are is whole. Because there is no time there, there is no past there, there is no need to do so much inner work as you need to do when you are in the dimension of time. So, what am I saying? Am I saying that there is no inner work needed? No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you need to do the right inner work that eliminates time for you. Can you please hear that? The right inner work eliminates time for you. The right inner work makes you return to your natural original state. It does not make you become someone tomorrow. It brings you to who you already are now. And that means the right inner work should bring you back into the essence that you are. So the first and the foremost thing that you need to do is to realize that place within yourself. Because so many conscious and heart-centered people are not clear on that deeper place within them. That is the fundamental reality and the starting point of any work. I mean, if you call yourself a spiritual being or a conscious being, the first thing that starts any profound shift in your spirituality, that is that to realize the place of your essence, to realize who you are on a deeper level. This is the most important, the key of the work. Otherwise, all your practices are doing absolutely nothing if you do not come to that deeper realization of yourself. Or it's also called self-realization. So self-realization is the starting point of any inner work. So first, to realize your essence. And for that, you don't need to improve and or become anyone. You are already that. And you need to realize that. So this is the first step. And the second step is to embody it. Embody that deeper dimension of yourself and make it your daily living reality. Or in other words, you have to bring to bring the essence that you are into existence, into practical existence. And those who work with me, they know that I'm very practical and grounded teacher. I may be enlightened, but I'm very practical. And for me, the most important things is that you are whole and complete and fulfilled here, now. And that is the work that we do. So the work that you do is not going to take you to the future. It's going to remove the barriers that are preventing you from being who you are and to act from this place in your daily life. And what are these barriers? And these barriers are all the resistances, all the past blueprints, all the old ideas and structures that you build up around yourself. And everyone has them, and that's absolutely fine, and we deal with them because we have that's how things are, and that's what we do. But the key is, and the difference is, that we are doing that from the dimension which is beyond time. We are doing that from the dimension of your essence. And what is your essence? Your essence is nothing else but the source in you, or God in you. That is your essence, and it's not a spiritual philosophy or ideas. That is a practical living realities that I live and many people live. So we work in the dimension beyond time. We bring you into the dimension of now. And here we eliminate everything that prevents you from being who you are, so you could expand more and more and more and grow in consciousness. Because see, it's a very important thing that you need to understand. There is no such thing as ascension in consciousness. I know it's a very popular term, and I'm using that myself because I want to, when I'm explaining something. But in reality, there is no such thing as ascension in consciousness. Higher consciousness or supreme consciousness or master consciousness is now, and it is active in you now. It is available to you now. Well, the reason why you are not living it and embodying it is because of the ignorance, the time that is still in you. So what we are doing is not that we are ascending in consciousness as such. We are reducing the time in you. We are reducing the past in you. We are reducing the awareness in you. The awareness, I will explain in a second what I mean by that. The awareness of the senses, the slower part in you that keeps you bound to the dimension of time. So what I mean by that, consciousness is the awareness of yourself. Awareness is the awareness of the senses, or mindfulness. So awareness is just a starting point. You're aware of the sensory perception, you're aware of the world, you're aware of this, of that, of your thoughts, of your emotions. This is all still time. Awareness is still in time. But the consciousness is beyond time. Consciousness is awareness of the truth of yourself at any given point of time. So consciousness is always now. Awareness is in time. So you understand what I'm talking about. So the consciousness is there. It's not growing, it's not ascending, it's not doing anything. The consciousness, the master consciousness, the supreme consciousness that you are, and that what your essence is already there. It's already perfect, it's already fulfilled, it's already complete. It does not need any healing at all. So what is needed is that we need to reduce the impact of awareness on you, which is the timing aspect in you. Yeah? So it's a totally different approach to inner work. And this approach, of course, can be done by those who are themselves in the dimension beyond time, because for someone who is still in the dimension of time, this is not going to be even possible. And because I'm living this, because I've done my inner work, and I've done lots of inner work, and like you, I did lots of improvement. I did lots of self what's called fixing and becoming. I've done all of that. But then I was blessed enough to meet the people who showed me the different way. And once I saw that, the transformation happened in no time. My consciousness exploded in no time. And that's why I'm able to speak to you as I do, and I'm able to do what I do, because I'm acting from this dimension. And it's not that I am acting as a person. There is a source that acts through me to communicate that to you, because in these times, this is what is needed. We do not have time for improvement anymore. There are too many people who are suffering. And there are leaders. And I'm talking to leaders first and foremost, those who are called to go and serve others. You need to bring a different dimension of reality to people. And first, you need to come yourself into a different dimension of reality, so you are able to become a vehicle of the source. So your body is simply the vehicle of the source to work through you. And that is the service. You know, there is no service if you act in the dimension of time, because in the dimension of time you are going to still take people on improvement, on fixing, on various things, and that's fine to some extent. But I know that you are looking for more. That's why you are watching this video, and you are meant to see this video, because that's what the source wants. The source wants me to say something that you need to hear today, which is why you hear what you need to hear. And what you need to hear is, it's time for you to shift into the dimension of beyond time. And this is the work that can be done. And this is the work that brings results in no time, because we are working with the source or God, and that is an atomic energy. You know, and I know that. I experienced that with myself. I know what's happening with some of my clients who are picked up by this energy. They are changing. Their life is changing to the degree that it's possible for them, because it's all defined by the source. You know, I cannot give you anything that is not the wish of the source. So whatever source has in store for you, that will happen. That will happen. And this will happen once you shift, once you do the work that works in the dimension beyond time, once you expand your consciousness, or in other words, once you reduce the time in you, you reduce the ignorance in you. And that is the work that I'm doing, and this is the work that I invite you to do together with me if you are a conscious, visionary, heart-centered leader who is called for a great expansion and who hears the truth in what I share today. Please send me a message, connect with me, and I would love to have a chat with you about that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it served you. And if you have any questions, you can always leave them underneath this video, or you can send me a message. And if you find this video on my YouTube channel, please subscribe for more content like this. And of course, feel free to share this video to those who may need to hear what I have to say. Thank you so much once again, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you.